Welcome to the Heartbeat of Holliston. I'm Chryso, Lawless.
And I'm Jeye.
Nice to see you, Ann.
Yeah, nice to see you, too. It's been a long time since we've done a show together.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But Memorial Day's coming up.
Yes, hopefully there'll be nice weather.
Yep, and you can always tell it's Memorial Day in Holliston because you see Bobby Blair's signs going up along the street.
Right. We appreciate that so much, Bobby.
Yeah. And but we have to watch what we're doing when we go downtown.
Yes. Yes. Well, maybe school will be out soon and we won't have to at least worry about the buses.
Yes. The traffic is tricky. So.
Crazy.
But let's hear about what we're going to hear tonight. We are going to learn about the Tiny House, which is an exciting project at the high school, and you'll meet our Director of Parks and Recreation, Mark Frank. We cover the 100th birthday of Barbara Chamberlain and interview National Book Award author Julia Glass. Let's get the show going.
The Tiny House Project is a school-wide, student-powered effort to design, construct, and sell a fully functional tiny home right out of the high school workshop. The project will be an annual event, offering students a unique opportunity at hands-on learning that will be applicable and relevant in the real world. Hopefully, in tiny homes to come, the previous year's sale will fund the expenses of the next project. We received that statement that I just read from student Timothy Strang, who is involved in the project. Let's welcome to Jenna Galster and Henry Dolan to tell us more.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Thanks so much for having us.
Well, thank you for joining us.
So, where did you get the idea for this?
So I teach a math modeling class, and we have been doing tiny homes, designing blueprints for many years. And Tom Levesque, who's the construction tech teacher, had said that he had been doing scale model homes. And we laughed and said, wouldn't it be funny if we actually made one? And Patrick Kelly, who's the assistant principal, said, why not? And there we started to go. So that's where the idea came from. We were talking about how much we love HGTV, tiny homes, and all that stuff. So we figured we'd run with it and see what happened.
Fantastic.
And Henry, what do you do in the projects? What's your part?
Well, so I'm in the construction tech class with Mr. Levesque, and we just sort of build stuff as well. We just build it and put it together, I don't know, just screwing in pieces of wood, cutting pieces of wood, making walls, making floors, insulating those things, and then, I don't know, putting plywood on top, and then putting it into place.
That sounds like a pretty big effort. Wow. Yeah. What did you learn? And what's the most amazing thing you learned in doing that?
Well, I learned that it's very difficult to keep walls in square. It's I don't know, it's very difficult.
That's fantastic.
And there are other students involved too, right, Jenna?
Yes, there are. So we have the construction tech class. They have my math modeling class, who's actually designing the next iteration, hopefully when we do this again. We have building and protecting wealth, that is getting the comparisons for us and figuring out how much we can sell this for. AP physics is figuring out electricity for us. We're trying to get wellness involved somehow, some way. We'll figure it out. But we have a bunch of different classes within the school helping. My geometry class, I got to make sure I mention them as well. Figuring out how to cut the rafters and getting all the angles and the lengths so that we can hand it off to Henry and that group and get them building hopefully soon.
Wow. Did you have community sponsors or corporate sponsors that helped with this?
Yeah, so we've been very lucky. People have been very generous. The town of Holliston has stepped up really quickly. Ryan Cheever over at Ashland Lumber has been so generous in donating all of the lumber. We have True Value here in Holliston, who we go to and say we need more screws, we need tarps, and they always step up. Lowe's in Milford has been huge. Fran Colantonio has been huge, helping us as well. We have Mark Deliker and Jason Green as consultants. There's so many people that we really owe a lot of thanks to, and we have a website that people can go and check out who has helped out, and if they want to donate, to reach out as well.
On the website, can you see pictures of the progress?
Yep. So we have a timeline. My interns, so Tim Strang and Zach Passon, who've helped me out this semester, have been updating the website with pictures of all the work that this group has done and giving credit where credit's due. It also has all the involvement of each of the classes that that have helped out at this point, as well as thanks to anybody who has contributed.
Were there any pitfalls in doing this, the unexpected problems?
Everywhere. Everywhere. All the time. Well, you can speak a little to that.
So the trailer that we got, it wasn't level at all. So we had to shim the whole entire floor and sort of start it at like a higher point and then just slowly, like diagonally sort of bring it down to make the floor close to level.
That was before we even started.
Yeah,
Didn't even have a
Yeah.
level.
Yeah, you don't want a house where you're going to roll down the
No,
floor. No.
it'd be bad.
So it's a mobile house? Will it be mobile? You
Yes.
can move it to wherever you want?
It's on a trailer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the approximate square footage? Do you know off the top of your heads?
So it's 24 by 8 feet.
Okay.
And right now it's inside of the school. So a bunch of the guys
Yeah.
figured out how to, instead of a 3-point turn, it probably had to have been
Yeah, we had to, it was crazy. We had to pick it up for a bit and then walk it in sort of and then, I don't know, finagle it into the space. Yeah, hopefully we can get it out pretty well.
This is quite an adventure.
Yeah,
It is.
I'm sure we can.
Yes, I'm sure.
Not with the roof, but we'll
Well,
have
yeah,
to figure that
definitely.
one out.
Goes on after.
Yeah, we have to take some things off.
Yes. Yeah.
So when do you think it'll be done?
So we had anticipated June, but hence construction. So I'm hoping in the fall at some point. We're trying to figure out where to keep this during the summer, because if we want to go outside with it, we really need to get the roof on pretty quickly, and it is 13 feet 6 inches tall when all is said and done. So to find somewhere to keep it safe and enclosed is kind of difficult. So we're trying to figure out what to do exactly. And then we'll finish off like the inside of it hopefully in the fall and sell it at some point next year. Is the hope.
Who do you think will buy it?
Yeah.
How are you going to do that?
That's my question, too.
Yeah.
So I have no clue. I'm hopeful someone is willing to step up and buy it. We have had a couple of people express interest. I'm not sure if they're being serious with me or just trying to get me to walk away. I'm not sure on that one, but I'm sure we will find someone, and hopefully someone will be very happy with all of their handiwork.
Oh, I'm sure they will. They'll be very impressed. Finished inside as well. They'll be
Yeah, we're
kitted out
hoping. Yeah,
totally?
we're hoping to put everything
so.
in there,
I
right?
think that's
Yeah, hopefully.
absolutely necessary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Necessities.
How can people help at this stage?
So we're always needing items. We found someone to help us out with the roof, but we'll need sinks, we'll need showers, we'll need just items that you would think would go into the house. Monetary donations are always welcome as well. I mean, we started with $10,000, and we have really made that last only because of the generosity of this town. So we are very appreciative to anyone who is interested in supporting this. They certainly can reach out to me if they're interested. So,
I imagine each time you do it, you'll learn from the experiences and be able to bring the budget down each time and
That'd be
make
nice.
changes. That,
that'd be nice.
I think you will. Well, thank you, Jenna and Henry, very much. This unique project is a tribute to Holliston's community spirit.
We have some more news about the high school students. The Holliston Leo Club was recognized as the best Leo club in the state at the Lions Club's state convention on April 28th. Leo clubs are nominated for their achievements throughout the year, and one club from the state is selected to receive this great honor. This year's Leo Club has grown considerably. It now has 84 members. It's the largest club in the high school, and it surpassed the membership of its sponsoring Lions Club this year. Some of the events in which they've participated and volunteered their time this year include the Lions Carnival, the Thanks to Yanks Dinner in Milford, the Cystic Fibrosis Cycle for Life, the National Symposium of America in Bloom, Celebrate Holliston, the Veterans Day Luncheon, Breakfast with Santa, the Holliston Pantry Shelves Super Bowl. Whew. Leo members certainly make a difference in everything they do. They're enthusiastic and dedicated young people.
The Holliston Senior Center has been incredibly active. Last year, 823 people attended programs over 12,000 times. 105 volunteers provided over 6,000 hours of service. And last month, it hosted a birthday party for Holliston's oldest citizen. Barbara Chamberlain turned 100 on April 11th. She's a lifelong Red Sox fan, and her family and friends were entertained by retired Red Sox sportscaster and poet laureate Dick Flavin. He had the crowd laughing at his witty songs and poems about the Red Sox. He even brought the 2004 World Series trophy with him. Here is Barbara on being 100.
Hi there. We're here with Barbara Chamberlain, who is celebrating her 100th birthday. Barbara, how are you feeling today?
Pretty well, considering I was operated on a week ago.
Well, you are amazing, and you're here today with what looks like 100 or plus people celebrating your birthday at the Senior Center. What does 100 feel like? Do you really feel any different than you did at 50?
Not really, no. Just a little slower, that's all.
Exactly, exactly. So is today your actual birthday?
Yes.
Well, that's thrilling, and you've just had Dick Flavin here to entertain you. You're a Red Sox fan. What did you think of that?
I really appreciated that. Yes, I am a definite Red Sox fan.
Happy birthday, Barbara. We all love you. Thank you so much.
And you really stay up till 1 or 2 o'clock? She's for 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning to watch a West Coast game.
When they're out west, I do, yes.
And you can get up the next day?
Yes, I can.
I think that's amazing because I wouldn't be able to. So how long have you lived in Holliston, Barbara?
14 years.
And you have family here, right?
My daughter, just my daughter, that's all. That's all the family I have. But when my husband died, we lived in Carver. And my son-in-law didn't want me living that far away. So that's when he built an in-law apartment on their house. And that's where I've been now for 14 years.
Well, we're awfully glad you're here. We're glad you could celebrate with us. Did you used to work here at the Senior Center?
Yes.
And what were you doing?
14 years.
Oh, right from the beginning.
I was a receptionist out at the desk out there.
That's amazing. And you just retired?
Yeah, first of the year.
Just before you were 100 years old, you retired, huh? Wow. Do you have a good pension plan from the Senior Center? I'm only kidding. I know there's no pension plan from the Senior.
Very nice to me, very good to me. And my relationship with Linda, who's the director now, she started 14 years ago, but she always worked on Friday with me, so we always had good connections. And we've been very close over the 14 years.
Now that's Linda Marshall, right?
Yes.
She's a wonderful lady, wonderful lady. Well, what's your birthday wish?
What's my birthday wish?
Yeah.
Well, just to be up and around.
I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. You're going to get lunch brought in, I guess, and I bet you they have a birthday cake for you. Well, make your wish at that time, and thank you again for joining me.
Thank you very much,
All right,
dear.
good to see you. Thanks. This is Mary Greendale for Heartbeat of Holliston.
Barbara was a registered nurse for many years, is an active member of the Grange, and is an avid crafter, and answered phones at the Senior Center for 17 years. Liz Greendale presented her with the Boston Post cane, which is awarded to Holliston's oldest citizen.
Holliston Parks and Recreation has moved into a new facility at 1750 Washington Street. Let's take a tour with Director Mark Frank.
Hi, welcome to the Parks and Rec Department. Let's take a look around our new facility here. So when you come into our new department here, see this beautiful entryway? You can find our fine assistant director most of the time, Lisa DeLuzio, right here. She'll answer any of your questions you have at the window. If you want to buy beach stickers, sign up for any of our programs, this is the place to do it. This is our upstairs classroom. Here we offer CPR classes, adult first aid. During some of our vacation programming, we'll do lunch, snacks up here. On our after-school programs, we have a little bit of a transition period when the Placentino kids get off the bus. They come in here, they have a snack, watch a movie. When the Miller programs end, we take the kids down there. So this is just kind of a multi-purpose space that we have. We've been using it for a lot of different things, but we're really excited about what we can use this space for in the future. All right, this is one of our more recent achievements. This is our kitchen. We're offering culinary programming in here. Right now we have the Miller kids coming in after school today for some really exciting programming. We're going to be offering adult cooking in the very near future. We have an around the world cooking class coming this summer, and we're really excited about the opportunities that this kitchen affords us to be able to offer new exciting programming in the very near future. So this is our multi-purpose activity room. We're really excited about this room. It affords us a lot of different opportunities. Today we'll have the kids in here doing a hip-hop class, the kids from Miller, and then the kids from Placentino will be coming in here and doing a musical theater class. But we've been able to offer adult Zumba. This is where we hold our Music Mommy and Me classes. It's just a great big space that we can do a lot with. I run my sports classes here in the winter. It's a great big room that gives us kind of unlimited opportunities to use it with. So this is our art room. We just recently had this tile floor put in so that it is actually an art room. We do cartooning here, we do pottery here, we do painting, drawing, sketching, all sorts of different options for the kids. We're looking to expand our art offerings, so this room really gives us a great opportunity to do that, and we're excited about what this room has to come in the future. All right, so this is another one of our classrooms, and what we've been doing with this room is we've been offering more of our pre-K programming in here. So we've been doing Lego, we've been doing pre-K art programming, anything for the little kids. We have these nice short tables, the little chairs. It's kind of a welcoming, warm room. So we're offering as much pre-K programming as we can in this space, and we're really proud of it. Another thing that we're really excited about here at Parks and Rec is this space right over here. Our plan is to take this, which was a sort of a rocky, undeveloped space, and turn it into a field that we can use. Now, I know this doesn't look like a ton of field space, but for our pre-K programs and a lot of the things that we've really been successful with, we feel like this space is going to give us a great opportunity to add awesome programming for this community.
Welcome, Mark. How's it going?
It's going well. How are you guys? Thank you for having me.
Oh, we're happy to have you. Thanks for coming.
So what's happening this summer?
Well, there's quite a bit going on this summer. We're really excited about our programming, our staff that we have for camps and the waterfront and everything. We are offering a great deal of variety in our programming. We're doing cooking classes for the first time this summer. We'll have our regular camp programs, Potoma and Goodwill, that everyone knows about. We're offering some new sports camps that I'm really excited about. Everybody should have got a brochure in the mail. It would be hard for me to go into everything we're doing, but we have a great lineup that we're really excited about for the summer.
Yeah, I noticed that there are a lot of new things. That when I browse through the brochure, that there are some new offerings, and I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, we're really thrilled to have the kitchen up functioning. I think we've been offering the culinary programs as part of our after-school busing program that we have going. So right now, for the first time this winter and spring, we have a bus from Placentino that comes on Thursday afternoons and a bus from Miller on Thursday afternoons that makes the programs more accessible to families that might not be able to get the kids over to the center. And as part of that, we've introduced our cooking programs for the first time. They've been a huge hit. We've filled them up right away both times, and we've really just scratched the surface with what we can do there. So there's a lot of exciting things that we're going to be having coming up. Yeah, we've offered we got some new sports programming also that I'm pretty excited about. There's a guy in town who's a teacher in Waltham who's going to be offering a program. It's called Sports Camp at Goodwill. And what's exciting about that is it's given us the opportunity to kind of, in the past, what we've doing with those sports programs is hiring vendors, contractors to come in and run those for us. And we're doing our best to try to keep these programs as local as possible so that we can have kids from the high school and just local, you know, the closer you can bring it to Holliston, the higher the quality is, we feel. Yeah. So this has given us the opportunity to do that, and we're hoping that we get a big turnout for that. So yeah, there's a lot going on that we're excited about. What's
the best thing about this new facility?
You know what? I'm going to cheat a little bit on that one. I'd say the variety that we can, the variety of programming that it allows us to offer. We have, you know, between maybe 5 and 6 different spaces that we can use to offer different programming. So, like, if we were going to get a group of kids, you know, bussed in from Miller, we can offer an art class and a dance class and a cooking class and a Lego class all at the same time. Yeah. We're also doing, as people saw in the video, we're putting a field up behind 1750, so it's kind of between where the building is and where the rail trail is, which we're hoping to have attached to the building in the near future. Mm-hmm. So that'll, you know, just create another dimension on there where we're able to offer some sports classes on top of that. So once we have that ready, and we're already kind of using the parking lot out back as our makeshift sports area at the moment, but once that field's ready, when we have those bus programs, it'll really be a full service operation with just more options than you know, there's not a kid that you would find that wouldn't be able to find something in that, you know, in that Thursday afternoon that would fit for them. So we're excited to, you know, be getting more people into the mix and just being able to kind of, you know, hit all the bases, not just sports, not just art, or what, you know, to bring everybody in. And I think we're really making progress towards that goal.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. How about adult programs?
Yeah, so we've done a little bit on adult programs. We offered some adult exercise classes, a boot camp, and an adult Zumba class in the new facility. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the places where I think the new kitchen can really bring people in, offering cooking classes, and we've even talked to some local businesses about the possibility of, like, having them come in, like, you know, and do wine and food pairing type things like that would be of interest to adults. And we're always open to ideas. So if people want to reach out to us and tell us what kind of programming they would like, we would love the input. So you know, if people want to shoot us an email, it's parkandrec@holliston.k12.ma.us, and they can shoot us an email or call our office and just let us know, hey, you know, this is an idea for programming that I've had, because, you know, we're always in the market for, you know, what people think would work.
That must be one of the most exciting parts of your job, is that the possibilities are endless. Yeah. There's always something new that you could try. If it doesn't work out, that's okay.
Right.
Try something else.
I absolutely love my job, and I think that you're right. It's that part of it is so exciting that on any given day there's literally unlimited directions that you could go in terms of what you're going to take on next. So yeah, we're really pleased with where we're at as a department, and having said that, I think we have a great opportunity for growth, and I think that going forward, we will, just continue to kind of build on the momentum that we have going with this. That this new facility has really started us going on.
Mm-hmm. Seems like it was a good decision to buy that building.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was. Yeah. And the previous director, Kristen Hedrick, really set us up to be, heading in the right direction for it. She made, my job taking over. She basically set me up so that it was impossible for me to fail, of course, knock on wood. But, she had a great plan, and really, since I stepped in, I've just been kind of trying to steer the train in the right direction that she got going. So,
I want to give a particular shout out to her too, because she made it possible for my daughter to go to camp last year at Tacoma. She made it so easy for her to be included. It was magnificent. I don't know another way to describe how it makes a parent feel. See their child doing that, and for somebody to make it easy for her to do that. So I think she's fabulous.
We definitely, I think we need to do a better job as a department of making sure that people know that we're open to any population that wants our, to partake in our programming. If a student needs an aid or if the parent wants to join in, that is always something that we are open to and willing to, try and make sure it works, or, give them a trial class, whatever it is. Right. We want to make our programs as open to everyone in the community as we can, and we're going to work on getting that message out as best as we can.
Yeah,
Thank you, Mark.
I think so. Yeah.
It sounds like you have something for everyone.
We're doing our best.
That's great. So check out the Parks and Recs at www.townofholliston.us/parks-recreation.
The Morning Book Club at the library hosted the National Book Award winner Julia Glass through her friendship with a member of the club. She presented her latest book, A House Among the Trees. The crowd was engaged by her humble and warm personality as she discussed her career, how she writes, and where she gets the ideas for her books.
My characters are figments of my psyche that come to me and usually are not inspired by outside real-life figures. But in this case, I had read an article about the last will and testament of the writer Maurice Sendak, who died a few years ago, and how his will was completely different from what everyone had expected, and actually was quite upsetting to a number of people, including a museum that thought they would be inheriting all of his work and his collections. But to me, the interesting part of the article was about the person left with the task of putting his wishes into practice. And that was his longtime live-in assistant, a woman who had started out as his dog walker. She was not someone with literary credentials, and she was the person left as his executor. And a lot of people out there in the literary world were quite upset with this. Out of that article grew this character, this woman, Tommy Dallaire, who, when you meet her at the beginning of the novel, and the famous writer with whom she's lived, whom she's helped, dies very suddenly. She is 55, and it is her responsibility not only to execute his wishes, which are not anything like Maurice Sendak's, but also to deal with the arrival of an actor, a newly minted movie star, who has been cast to play Mort Lear, the famous fictional children's author, in a biopic, in a movie. And also she must deal with the museum curator who believed that her museum would be bequeathed all of Mort Lear's books, manuscripts, and is not. And the story is told from their points of view about what unfolds over the 2 weeks following the opening of this will. Secrets, of course, come out about Mort Lear's life, and the actor does indeed arrive. And through these three people, you meet the author who's no longer living, Mort Lear, and see him in full. The thing I love the most when I write fiction is putting the reader in a place, a really carefully detailed place. And it could be a house, it could be a landscape, it could be a town that I create. So Mort Lear's house, I knew I was going to have fun with. But at one point, it was a clapboard house, and then it became a brick house. And I can see every inch of that living room that has letters framed from other famous writers, he has a collection of pottery, but also it is a house among the trees. And you learn in the book that one of the reasons he bought this property, and it's in a fictional town in Connecticut, very rural town, that he bought it because there were so many beautiful old trees on the property. And at one point you sort of have a tour of the trees on the property, and he draws them over and over again to use them in his books. And of course it's because of something that happens with one of these trees that he is killed. The thing I like to say is that all the best fiction is about how we endure. It's about human resilience. And that, so these characters are all headed forward, I think, toward good things, toward good fortune, but they have been through a lot. I put them through a lot, and hopefully they've earned their I don't know if you'd say happy endings, but the road forward is long and smooth, at least for the time being. And as I said, since I've had characters come back in other novels from previous novels without my realizing I was going to do it, also I have the door open to continue any of their stories if I'm struck by that particular inspiration.
The library will host another award-winning author when Chris Bohalian comes on October 4th at 7 p.m. Readers, put that on your calendar now.
The library is always a busy place. This month, the Holliston Agricultural Commission initiated an outreach project in the children's room. We got to experience the life cycle of a chicken from egg to hatching. The idea came from Grace Kilkelly's demonstration at a Future Farmers of America convention, where she hatched chicks from an incubator. With a newcomer's grant of $600, the Ag Commission purchased the incubator and placed it in the library with eggs. Grace did an informative poster on the life cycle of a chicken. People watched and waited until the chick's birthday on May 15th. The Rhode Island red chicks were named by the winning child who correctly guessed the number of feathers in a jar. According to librarian Jen Keene, the library had many new visitors who were enthusiastic and awestruck at this magical experience. The chicks are now being raised at P.J. Kilkelly's farm. The Ag Commission has received requests from the schools to do this project, which promises to be the start of a farm-to-school partnership. Speaking of the Newcomers Club, here's the scoop on their latest fundraiser, a princess and superhero party.
This is our first year for the Princess and Superhero Party. I think it's going really well.
It is. Super exciting.
We're really excited to have the Starlight Kids Party's princesses here and the superheroes that are donating their time as well. So we're really excited for the support within the community.
Yes.
And the Holliston Fire and Police Department are here.
And the crafts from Blessed Beginnings, Tinks, Tribal Agency, and Heralic Dental here in Holliston. That was very, very nice of them to volunteer their time for this.
What prompted this event was we lost our craft fair due to the loss of venue with the high school. And I've been thinking about this event for a few years now because one of my friends from Western Mass has held a similar event that has gone bigger and bigger every year, which she's had to get a bigger venue every year because it sells out just like ours. So I reached out to her and said, can you give me some ideas? We'd love to do this for our not-for-profit. And she was a great help, and then we just were lucky to find these princesses and superheroes, and we had a lot of helping hands to make it possible.
No, that's very nice. So, and all the profits from this event, all the money that we raise here will go for the grants, so that's very nice too. So, yeah.
Always helping the community and happy to give back.
Exactly.
The kids sure looked adorable in their costumes. This event keeps the Newcomers' mission of community support going.
Isabella Schmidt is a fourth grader at the Miller School. When she was 5, she declared that she was an artist and that art is her life. A dream came true for her when she had an art show at She Breathes Balance and Wellness Center in Walpole, Mass., run by Jennifer Gullbrand. This is the first time they have featured a child in their gallery. Let's meet Isabella.
My name is Isabella Sophia Maria Selma Schmidt, and I am an artist. What got me interested in art was how some things inspired me, and like just drawing them was like captioning like an image like that you can see forever and that like can never be taken away from you, and it just like really just inspired me, and I was really fascinated by it, and so I started drawing myself, and it's just really fun for me. I've been drawing and painting ever since I was in preschool.
Her unique works have been described as happy, inspiring, and whimsical.
That's our show for tonight. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we liked bringing it to you. We remind viewers that you can watch Heartbeat of Holliston every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 7 o'clock on Channel 8 on Comcast and Channel 32 on Verizon. The show is also televised at other times. Check the HCAT schedule.
There are many other ways to watch us. You can watch us on any electronic device with video on demand at www.hcattv.org. Click on video to find us. We can now even stream video on your phone. Be sure to check our Facebook page and also subscribe to our YouTube page to join all the others who are watching Heartbeat on YouTube. If you don't get email blasts from HCAT TV, you can. We send out announcements when new shows are scheduled to air. Please contact us by email at office@hcattv.org or call 508-429-8979. We close our show with scenes from a springtime Holliston tradition, the Sportsman's Club Trout Derby. Good night, Chryso.
Good night, Ann.
And good night, Holliston.
Oh, sorry.